What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen. Today we are making another side that's great for Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever holiday you want to celebrate, or any other day of the year. I don't really care, because it's going to be delicious. It's herb scalloped potatoes. If you were planning on bringing mashed potatoes somewhere, bring this instead, because I think a lot of people would love it. Similar to a potatoes au gratin, if you've heard of that. It will have some nutritional yeast in it, so it's going to be a little cheesy. It's going to be good. So, as always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below in the description. Let's get started. Now, the first thing you want to do is grab 3 average size white potatoes. I got some russets, and we're going to slice these into 1/8 of an inch slices. So if you have a mandolin slicer, grab that, because that's going to be the best thing to use, unless you just want to slice potatoes all night. You can do that too. After you're done scrubbing them, grab a mandolin slicer if you got one. Otherwise, grab a knife and go at it. But before you do that, preheat your oven to 400 degrees and lightly grease a 9 by 13 inch pan. Alright, now that that is done, we're going to start to assemble this thing, and there's actually kind of a lot of weird steps, so pay close attention. We're gonna grab our baking dish that you've already lightly greased. We're gonna take these potato slices, stick them in here like so. We're gonna start with the short way first, that's what they said. A little less than halfway overlapping, and then the subsequent rows we are going to overlap these potatoes by about 1/4, and then we're gonna do the same thing, I guess like that. Now we're going to pour most of the vegetable broth over the potatoes, reserving about 3 tablespoons. Well, I forgot to mince the garlic. Now back to the potatoes. You're going to take your soy milk and you're going to pour this all over the potatoes. Then we're going to take some olive oil. Now it says a tablespoon is what we're going to use, but it also said it's okay to use more, because what we're going to try to do is drizzle it and make sure we got some on every potato. I think we got every one of them. Now we're going to scatter the minced garlic over the entire thing. And now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of the 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. You can use flour if you want, if you don't have nutritional yeast or you can't find it, which you should be able to find it. But good Lord, if you have nutritional yeast, use it, because it's going to make it 8 million times better. It's going to make it a little cheesy. All right, are you still with me? Okay, take your remaining vegetable broth, drizzle the lid over the potatoes. Try not to wash the nutritional yeast away, is what the book says. Now we're going to sprinkle with the last tablespoon of the nutritional yeast. I'm getting really excited about this. And we're going to sprinkle all the remaining herbs. Basil, thyme, rosemary, paprika, and salt. And now we're going to cover loosely with aluminum foil and bake for 35 minutes. Fun fact, first permanent patches of potatoes in the US were in 1719, and then they started to spread all across the country. But not until 1872 did the russet potato variety really catch on, and that's when the Idaho potato industry blew up. And did you also know that potatoes were the first vegetables grown in space? Also, the Incas not only used potatoes for food, they had about a dozen other uses for them. 2 of which were curing a toothache by sticking a potato in your pocket, and treating facial blemishes by a nice daily facial rinse of cold potato juice. Alright, 35 minutes is up, so we have 2 options now. If you like your scalloped potatoes a little bit more on the crispy side, take the foil off and set it to broil for another 15 minutes. If you don't like your potatoes more crispy, then just take the foil off and just keep baking it for another 15 minutes. So choose one. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. We are ready to go. Smell it. It's sizzling. Let's try it. All right, this smells so freaking good. I can't wait for it. Hope I don't burn my mouth. Sure I will. Really good. Potatoes are tenderish. The top layer is a little bit just slightly crispy because I elected to put it on broil for a few minutes. The flavors on top are absolutely delicious. The flavors on the bottom are just lightly flavored, which is nice. These are pretty good, I have to say. The only thing that I might do differently is maybe do a little bit of seasoning between the layers. Maybe just like a little sprinkling of salt. That's probably all it really needs. Other than that, it's delicious. And would I make this again? You bet your bottom dollar I would. It's a great flavor overall. Guarantee if you bring this to a celebration, Thanksgiving, or just any dinner, people will enjoy it, for sure. And I would definitely 100% do the nutritional yeast. Don't do flour. That nutritional yeast is gonna add that little bit of a cheesy flavor to it. Which, why would you not want to do that? If this looks delicious to you, hit a thumbs up. I would appreciate it, and I would love you for it. Make sure to subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. We got one more recipe for you before Thanksgiving. Might be of the color red. That gives you a hint. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. What do they look like? Clams? Yes, I'm making clams. Why do they look like clams?